The hygiene hypothesis states that an excessive cleanliness can lead to less exposure of different microorganisms that assist in the natural development of our immune system. This in turn causes an increased chance of developing an autoimmune disorder like asthma or allergies. So for example, take our friend Teresa here. She was always taught as a child that cleanliness is godliness, so her hand sanitizer and soap became her best friend. She washed her hands all the time, showered every day, and lived in an urban area with lots of impervious surfaces. Teresa is now 19 with 5 different allergies. She has to carry an inhaler and EpiPen with her at all times in case an emergency happens. Why? Is it because she cleaned so much as a kid, she always used hand sanitizer, she showered every day? Or is it because she grew up in an urban area with impervious surfaces? We decided to test if growing up in an area, like an urban area compared to a suburban area compared to a rural area, has an effect on the microbes on your body.
To collect our samples, we took cotton swabs and dipped them in a buffered solution, then proceeded to swab our forearms. After this was complete, we put our collected bacteria from the swabs back into the buffered solution and micropipetted them into our individual wells. We then waited a week to see if any bacterial growth would occur.
Other data collected by UST students used their belly button and swabbed their belly button following the same procedure that we explained earlier. We then analyzed our echo plates by placing them into microplate readers, which analyzed the absorbance of each well, and the higher absorbance meant there was a higher growth of microbes. Though the graphs above show an overall trend towards rural areas having a more microbial richness and diversity, there was no statistical significance. The p-values were over 0.05, and we were unable to explicitly say that growing up in an urban, suburban, or rural area can make a difference in the microbial richness on your body.
So in conclusion, though not statistically significant, we did see a general trend of the specific environment you live in having an effect on richness and diversity of microbes. We decided it would be one of the many factors involved with this, and we would like to look at more in the future. Just focusing on that, a lot of research has been involved. KABESCH, a LAVAR paper, mentioned that farmers that work on farms are less sensitive towards allergies, though people that just live in rural areas are a little more sensitive than farmers themselves.
So how can we remedy this situation? There's actually a number of solutions we could do, some of which are very small, just changing your diet or going outside more. But Bloomfield suggests that you can also start breastfeeding your child instead of going with solution, or changing to probiotics instead of antibiotics. But in conclusion, we found that really being clean doesn't exactly mean being healthy. Heidi has a plant. Woo!
Plants, man.